Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Passenger reportedly shoots two friends dead in taxi in Clarendon. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF Information Arm, the Constabulary Communication Unit CCU, has confirmed the shooting deaths of two men in the Lionel Town area of southern Clarendon on Tuesday. However, few confirmed details of the circumstances surrounding the double homicide were available up to the time of posting. Reports are that a single shooter, who is thought to have been a passenger in a taxi that both now deceased persons were traveling in, shot them and escaped from the scene. The two men, one of whom was the driver of the taxi, reportedly died on the spot. One of the men has been identified as Kirk "Karki" Militant Taylor, a popular radio broadcaster, comedian, host, known for his onstage antics at stage shows and bike shows in the area. The other victim was reportedly his childhood friend, a man known by his stage show moniker, John Decide, aka ho0ting, who operated a taxi on a route in Clarendon. They both reportedly attended Ver Technical High School. A two-sample man, them go party together, real best friends from childhood, and now them dead together. One man shoot them from the back seat and escape. People can't wicked so, a source who knew the deceased men reported. Soldier among 5 shot on ho0ting Road, 1 dead from incident. A man was killed and 4 others were injured during a shooting incident at about 5:15 p.m. on Tuesday along the ho0ting Road at the intersection with East Mid Street in the vicinity of a popular hardware store in Portmore, St. Catherine. The deceased has been identified as Winston Suckini Jones of a Greater Portmore, St. Catherine address. The gunshot victims include a private in the Jamaican Defence Force JDF. Another of the gunshot victims is a motorcyclist of a Kingston 11 address. Reports are that the motorcyclist from Kingston and another man were traveling on a bike when they rode up to a white station wagon motor car, and there was an exchange of gunfire, which resulted in the motorist and other bystanders being shot. The injured persons were all rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where Jones was pronounced dead a half-hour later. COVID spike forces adjustment to face-to-face classes. The Ministry of Education has decided to address its position on face-to-face classes in schools in the light of the recent spike in the COVID-19 numbers. Addressing a post-cabinet media briefing a short while ago, Minister of Education Favour Williams announced that effective immediately, only students who are to sit exams are to be allowed in schools for face-to-face classes. For schools that are operating in the face-to-face mode, we have made an adjustment and we have directed that those schools in the face-to-face mode only have students from grade 6, which is the exit for our primary schools, and students in grades 11, 12, and 13 in our secondary schools, said Williams. All other students will stay at home and utilize the online learning platform or the audiovisual approach, which will be watching the lessons on television and listening to lessons on radio, and we do have a national schedule published to inform all students and parents as to what time these lessons will be on, added Williams. She said the students and parents should also collect the textbooks and worksheets which are available so that they can keep abreast of what's happening in the schools. According to Williams, more than 400 schools have been approved for face-to-face classes so far, but only about 300 have actually opened their doors. She said the administrators of the schools are the ones who decide if they want to resume face-to-face classes, and they make the decision to close their doors based on the circumstances they face. The education minister told the briefing that since the resumption of face-to-face classes, 47 students have tested positive for COVID-19, while there have been 6 suspected cases. In addition, 23 members of staff at schools have tested positive for the virus, with 18 suspected cases. Williams said as of February 21, 41 schools would have reported confirmed or suspected cases of the virus. Teenagers man face gun-related charges in St. James. The police arrested and charged 3 men with illegal possession of firearm and unlawful wounding after they allegedly harmed a man during an altercation in St. James on Wednesday, February 17. Charged are 18-year-old Nashawn Rowe, 18-year-old Salim Perkins, otherwise called Junior, and 24-year-old Michael Manderson, otherwise called Blue Boot, all of Irwin Heights in the parish. According to the police, the complainant was walking along the roadway when he saw Perkins, with whom he had a previous altercation. Another argument reportedly developed between the two when Rowe and Manderson joined in. The police said Rowe used a firearm to inflict a wound to the complainant's head. The complainant, however, managed to escape and was assisted to the hospital where he was treated, the police said. The incident happened about 7 a.m. The police said that Manderson was arrested at home during a snap raid on Friday, February 19. Rowe and Perkins turned themselves over to the police later that day. The three are to answer to their charges in court. Island-wide curfew extended to March 1. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the island-wide night curfew that the government has implemented as one of the measures to limit the spread of COVID-19 will be extended until March 1. The curfew hours will remain at 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. daily. In addition, the public gathering limit remains at 10 persons until February 28, according to Holness in a statement Wednesday afternoon. In the meantime, the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information has advised schools to focus on students preparing for exit exams at grades 6, 11, 12, and 13. Other students should not be on the campuses and should be engaged throughout other established learning modalities. According to Holness, a further review of various measures under the order due to expire on February 28 will be undertaken and an announcement made regarding measures that will be in place effective March 1. Holness reiterated that the virus is spread when persons move. Persons are encouraged to stay within their homes as much as possible and minimize movement for necessary and productive activities such as going to work, obtaining food and medical supply, accessing medical services, and conducting business and financial transactions. All citizens must continue to keenly observe the infection prevention and control measures to guard against the spread of COVID-19. These measures include maintaining a 6 feet physical distance from others, frequently washing hands with soap and water or using sanitizer, and always wearing a mask in public, Holness said. Only through this concerted effort to control the spread of the virus will we be able to maintain a level of productivity to secure lives and livelihoods and recover more quickly from this crisis, Holness said. JPS to close 7 offices due to reduction in walk-in customers. Electricity provider Jamaica Public Service JPS said it will begin the phased closure of 7 of its customer service offices in March. The offices to be closed are located in the parishes of St. Catherine Portmore, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, St. Mary, St. Thomas, and Kingston East Parade. Closure of the 7 JPS offices will begin on March 8, after which only the Bill Express sections and the courtesy phones to call the JPS call center will remain. Closures will be complete on April 1. JPS also announced that it will be accelerating service digitalization as more of its customers are choosing to do transactions online. We are responding to changing customer behavior, said Ramsey McDonald, JPS Senior Vice President of Customer Services. McDonald said less than 5% of JPS customers in these parishes go into the offices to do transactions. In the last year, we saw a drastic reduction in the number of persons coming into our offices as more persons are choosing to contact us via phone or through our online contact points. Currently, over 70% of customer contacts with JPS comes through our 24-hour call center, web chat, social media, emails, and the recently launched mobile app. We are therefore redeploying resources to our customers' preferred contact points to ensure seamless delivery of service, he said. The primary reason customers visit JPA offices is to pay bills and make bill queries, and even these are being done remotely at an increasing rate. There has been a steady uptick in online bill payments, with fewer and fewer customers coming in to do these payments. The movement away from office visits has no doubt been influenced by the COVID-19 pandemic, but this trend has been in the making for a few years now, McDonald said. He added, more persons recognize that there are several more convenient options available to them. Additionally, the new My GPS mobile app has accelerated the shift to digital interactions as our customers now have access to a wide range of services at their fingertips, including bill payments and account updates, usage tracking, outage report, and application for service. JPS has committed to maintaining a presence in the communities it serves, even with the closure of the offices. We will also be providing service through our mobile offices where we are able to overcome the challenges posed by the COVID pandemic, the JPS SVP Customer Services stated. 5 JPS Customer Services Office will remain open. These are Ruthven Road, Kingston and St. Andrew, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, Mandeville, Manchester, St. Anne's Bay, St. Anne, and Montego Bay, St. James. The company closed its offices in Trelawney, Portland, and Hanover in early 2020. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.